I can't put in the words how I feel. Where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody else loves me quite like you can. Even deny it every time I try it. When I look in my eyes, you know I'm lying.
Good morning. Welcome in. Before I start, I want to talk about something that's very, very important. I don't know if you guys heard for the past 48 hours that executive order was signed for the equal rights of Black people, civil rights that our ancestors had signed for. It's gone. Okay? DEI is in place with Target. Sorry. And my allergies are messing with me. And also, federal agencies will not recognize Black History Month at all, meaning anything with the schools, things of that nature. There are children at school that are being kicked out. I'm standing for Chicago, stand up. ICE was coming to collect the children, and they said no. I know this is a hard time for people to cope. I know this is a hard time for people to understand, especially the 92%. But before I get into it with the children, because I'm standing for children, I want to say from February or the end of the month and here on out, I do not want our history to go to race. I want to come on this platform and pick a day. If you guys have any people, African American stories, I don't care if you're Haitian, Jamaican, Afro Latino, whatever Black history you have, African, please send it to me, put in the comments, and I would love to talk about it. Because they are really trying to erase us and have our children out here their history being erased. If it get to certain things I want to talk about where they try to flag my videos, I'm going to set my Patreon back up because this is very important. Our children should not be scapegoats of not learning who they are and the powers that they hold. And this is why I say it's okay to be a Christian or whatever you are, but I need you guys to recognize the true history of how they came about and why our ancestors did what they did. So I want you guys to stand up. I want you guys, I know it's scary out there. I know it's whatever job you have, keep it. I know it's scary. I know it's a hard time. But like I've said before, and I'll say it again, us as a minority, we're going to be okay. We know how to make it through trying dark times because guess what? That's all we ever know. So you take this time to build your generational wealth. You take this time to heal. You take this time to rest. You take this time to go to therapy. Whatever it is for you, for us to heal our race, that's what we're going to have to do, okay? So guys, thank you for coming to my channel. We're going to get into it. I just wanted to say that because I've seen a lot of people upset All right, my bad, y'all. I had to do something. Anthony, yes, he is. He listen. I just read a post today on Facebook where it said they're trying to bury us like seeds, but they don't know. They're trying to bury us, but like seeds we grow. So we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay. And like I said before, I want you guys to tell your children we are the blueprint, baby. We make things shake when ain't nobody else is shaking. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Okay. Now let's get into it. Um, Before we get into Janiyah, I'm sorry, y'all. Before we get into Janiyah, well, we're gonna get into Janiyah, but there is another young lady I do want us to talk about. Okay, I didn't put their pictures up here, but we're gonna get into it. We're gonna go on, the land of Tiki Talk. Her name is, let me get her name right because I don't want to. She was in Gary, Indiana. Now it is said the little young lady. Okay, so this is the bad story. I think her name is Janiyah. This is the bad story, and I want y'all to listen. The little girl was missing. Okay, been missing. They say since June or July before school started. Now they say school starts in August. They, from what was said, that her mother got into it. Okay, got into it because she found out she was 13 and pregnant. Then on top of that, the little girl, now listen what I'm telling you. The little girl sat there and she think the little girl ran away. The mom says she woke up. The door was unlocked and adjourned, and she closed the door and locked it. When she fully got up to get the kids ready for school, okay, she reported her missing. Now, people in the city said, man, no, baby been missing since June or July. A neighbor said allegedly that the little girl ain't been playing outside. She never seen a little girl outside. She's been playing with, hey, how you doing? She been playing with her kids, been playing with them other kids. She never seen them. Okay, so it's a lot of missing pieces on that. Um, it's very sad, but we're gonna get into Janiyah first, and then we're gonna get into, I believe her name is Janiyah. I want to get her name right because I want to put that out there. I feel like, how can I say this without offending anyone? Because I know everybody has a choice of who they are politically. I feel like ever since, like I told y'all before, Roe versus Wade got taken away, these children have been failed. Um, and taking the rights of children is just absolutely mind-boggling. We can see how the children are being failed when you have them going to the schools to pull them babies out of school. And I've always said I felt a strong, with some of the Latinos that wanted acceptance, and I felt a strong way of being upset with them is the fact because I feel like, this is my thing, they are the new modern day slaves. And I want them to ask themselves a question to know why they are and why they're being the most mistreated. Just like us. Our blood runs in a different um, nationalities. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be honest. That being black, it runs a different nationality. So, wait a minute. Okay, we got to go into the little girl. Her name is Janiyah mcMichaels. Okay, we finna get into that because I just read something and I'm like, what? Okay. So her name is Janiyah mcMichaels. Now we're gonna go. I'm trying to think, y'all, if I want to do Janiyah because her auntie uploaded something on Facebook in November. We're gonna go into Naziah, then we're gonna go into Janiyah. Because let me tell you something. The more this case with Janiyah come out, the more weird it's becoming. And I know y'all seen it too. It's becoming very, very weird. Like, the more things come out, the more I'm side-eyeing the grandmother now. I'm going to tell you why I'm side-eyeing. Grandma over there been a little too quiet. And I hate to say it, this is my thing. I was listening to some other content creators' theories and stuff. And then when I listened to it, it made me feel like grandma was sleeping with that man too, allegedly. Yep, I said it. Grandma was sharing that man. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all got to look at it like this. I believe so. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. I feel like grandma was hot. It's very funny how grandma was sitting over there hiding things for that man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hiding a lot for that man. And it's not funny. You know, grandma honey, they say grandma was just hiding for him and making sure they good and everything else. So I'm trying to figure out, child, we got another thing we're going to talk about. I don't know this baby name, but we're going to talk about it. And I need these mothers to get on board before we end this. We're going to get into it. I'm trying to figure out, y'all, because it's like, girl, why would you sit here and like not hold his feet to the fire for your granddaughter? So I have a lot of questions, and I feel like it's being very overlooked. First of all, we're going to talk about Mimi too, because it came out a thing allegedly. Mimi and Jarvis, but baby mama, allegedly. I'm going to put allegedly, okay? Because I don't got time for nobody flaying my stuff, okay? But they said mainly that she is the other baby mother. I'm not sure what number of child this make. We don't know, okay? So we're going to go into some Facebook. We're going to start screen sharing. Okay, we're going to get into it with Naziah mom. Now I didn't say create no post. This content creator is on Facebook. Besides Miss Lisa Carter, we're going to go back to Miss Lisa Carter page as well. Shout out to her. This content creator name is Kim Chalet. Okay. Kim has been posting a lot as well about this case and about a lot that's going on, just like the rest of us, with the awareness. Okay. I'm gonna get into it. So, first off, let me go to reels. This case really has been talked about, and I'm very, very happy it is. I just wish that they would get more detailed with what needs to be found. Oh, here go her reels. There we go. I want the family to get peace, and I want the family to get justice. And then they haven't had peace, so we're going to go into it. We're going to start, let's see. Okay, let's get into this here that we're going to go through. Baby Janiyah.
These technical difficulties.
Okay, can y'all hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. So before I hand Lady the phone, I don't want to
shout out to Lady for the strength to get up here Even though she wasn't that active of a mother, she showed out for her child, regardless. So shout out to her.
Nobody being disrespectful in the comments or none of that shit. Because I'm going to take it there about her. So here she go. Hey, cousin, what's up?
Hey,
Hey.
you doing all right?
The best I can.
Yeah, I'm sure. I was sitting here just kind of giving my thoughts about Naziah's whole situation and, policies and procedures as far as, certain agencies and things like that with CPS and the Detroit Public School and, people who seen things and didn't say anything and, just kind of being bothersome with that. So is there anything that you would like to say in particular, or because I don't know when you came in or what you saw, what you didn't see, what you heard, what you didn't hear.
Roxy, can you repeat the hotel situation? Because it was loud.
This is very sad. This is so sad on all parts because the mother sent her child to think something changed, maybe. Well, she's going through her healing journey and it didn't. So yes, it is very sad.
The hotel situation is what I saw when I went over there.
Yes.
So,
all right. Can y'all hear us? Hold on.
We didn't figure it out, child.
I know, right?
These technical difficulties.
Okay, can y'all hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. So before I hand Lady the phone, I don't want nobody being disrespectful in the comments or none of that shit. Because I'm going to take it there about her.
Oh, wait.
So here she go.
Why I keep going on the screen?
So when I had went over there, I had talked to several different people who
they did, but I'm gonna tell you something. The more you dig deeper into this case, the more you realize who really failed this young lady. The more deep, listen, the people be digging deep. I'm sorry, my allergies kicking my booty. The more y'all sit here, and I'm telling you something, everything is coming to pieces, and I believe that's why his court date has been pushed back to March.
Who knew him by J-Bo. They didn't know him by Jarvis or by Jay. They knew him by J-Bo. And that was people at the gas station, people at the liquor store, and people who live in this particular hotel that's over there on Harper and Connors. And when I was talking to people, they had said that they had been seeing him there with, crackheads and stuff like that. So it was just the whole hotel is off, and he has been over there several times because it was people who knew him. So with me just kind of checking it out, myself and talking to certain people, it was just really off. What happened? But that is not his first time that he has been over there.
You talking about the travel in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's definitely not his first time over there. People definitely recognized him, especially the gas station and the corner store. They even described how he looked without the hat on. I showed them a picture where he was kind of covered up. And so when I had went over there, I had talked to several different people who knew him by J-Bo. They didn't know him by Jarvis or by Jay. They knew him by J-Bo, and that was what have you. But that is not his first time that he has been over there.
You talking about the travel in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's definitely not his first time over there. People definitely recognized him, especially the gas station and the corner store. They even described how he looked without the hat on. I showed them a picture where he was kind of covered up. And they described him with long hair and his teeth was messed up and stuff like that. So I found that to be
he's supposed to have worked at the gas station. They had the auto mechanic shop connected to it.
Mhm.
Because I had been there a few times, and he's supposed to have been working there.
Apparently he worked a whole lot of auto shops.
Yeah, then he worked one down on Neff off of Warren. And
so let me tell you something. Shout out the lady for doing her investigation. Yeah, I blame them too. Shout out to let me tell you something. Let me explain something, y'all. And I don't want lady to feel like this is a guilt she has to do or nothing. This lady has been going through her own demons with her mom and her sister and what happened to her. She is getting information. So she's not that far gone into anything that she shouldn't be in with getting information for her daughter. The grandmother ain't been outside on to go to the grocery store. Shannon ain't been outside. She's going deep getting information. Lady and Roxy knew about this before anybody else knew how many car dealing places he worked at, car fixing shops, whatever. That's sad. That should tell you right there who really the problem is. I really hope Detroit, Michigan police, if y'all don't do nothing else, get CPS, get a warrant, and get them children out of that woman care. And I want y'all to talk to them children with a CPS worker available. Them babies know something. They know something.
Casual, he worked at that one. But you said so the people are familiar with who he was.
Yes, they are familiar with who he was, yes. What's also not making sense to me is the hotel got at least, I counted 15 cameras.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, what have you, but that is not his first time that he has been over there.
You talking about the Travel Inn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's definitely not his first time over there. People definitely recognized him, especially the gas station and the corner store.
All right. So basically, I'm gonna say this before we get to Janiyah. I haven't heard. Janiyah. It's all these Nayas. I haven't heard any update yet when it comes to Naziah. Okay, when I get some more, y'all know I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna keep spreading this. I don't care who it is. When it's time for that court date to happen, can y'all please watch out for this lady? Because I feel like she gonna crash out. Please, y'all. Please, y'all. So now they're saying they believe they see Naziah walk somewhere with the baby on Google Maps. I don't think that's her. Everybody got this person turned it off. Everybody got their hopes that the little girl is out there still alive. And I'm going to be honest, I don't believe she is. And I'm going to say this because he's trying to cover it up. He won't get in trouble. That's just what it is. They're going to have to do something. And I know they probably, I'm going to tell you, I don't want to say too much because I don't know who's watching. I believe, you know what, I'm going to wait. We're going to save it for March. I'm going to tell y'all what I believe, what they're doing, and it's going to work because I watched a lot of crime shows and I know what they're doing is going to work. I guarantee you they're going to find out what's going on. They're going to get what they need. Okay, we're going to move along. They're gonna get what they need. Okay, so we're gonna go about Janiyah. Okay, so like I told y'all before, now Janiyah, I'm gonna show y'all a picture of her. We're gonna pull up video and everything of this young lady. And the father basically said that he hasn't seen Janiyah at all. Um, the mother has kept the father away from him. He was saying how he didn't talk to her or this and that. So we're gonna get into it. Let me see which one do I want to show y'all. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all a little glimpse of who she is. And you know what? A lot of children say that they weren't believed. And it's very sad that some women would take the side of a man because of financial, abuse or financially whatever. And that's not right. I hate that happened to you, Emma. They're secure. They're this and that. And it's very sad that a lot of children will say, my mom didn't believe me or somebody else did. And I don't feel like it's fair because if he's going to do that, he can financially, it's a lot with that. We're going to get into that. Okay. But I'm sorry that happened to you, Emma. I say my prayers on healing, girl. I know it's the worst thing that ever happened. So I say my prayers. And if you don't want to talk to that auntie no more, I understand. Okay, so it has music, so I'm going to let it play. This is about Janiyah. We're going to get into this. That's Janiyah. She grew up in Gary, Indiana. She's been missing since June 24, right? 2024, last year. And it wasn't reported until August 2024 because school was getting ready to be started. Even the father said he has not seen her. So that's Janiyah mcMichaels. She's 13 as well and pregnant. Let's get the interview with the mother. Here we go. So the parents did press, as they usually do. And I want y'all to listen to this. And then we're going to go to Facebook because there's some more information with that. Hold on, y'all.
He's now involved in this investigation. Was executed at his home early this afternoon. Girl, Gary, and family stopped telling me to stay around.
I'm not sure. Sorry, hold on. I'm not sure when FBI got involved because we're going to go into November of last year. And we're going to see what else we can find on TikTok before we get into it. I'm not sure when FBI got involved, but for FBI to get involved, now I heard that the Gary, Indiana police, and I think FBI is going to be involved for Janiyah as well. Like I said, the more this keep going out, the more people keep picking up and talk about it, the more they're going to get involved, okay? So, but Gary and them saying that their police officers really weren't doing much. Nothing was done. Okay, so let's continue.
Earlier this afternoon.
And we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop till we find her and bring her home.
Janiyah mcMichaels' loved ones continue an emotional and relentless search for the 13-year-old girl who was last seen on August 11th in Gary, Indiana. Today, the FBI and Gary police executing a search warrant on the home where mcMichaels stayed. A local
I'm sorry, they did. Sorry, take that back. This when they went into Janiyah's room. I'm sorry, misinformation. Let me clear this up. They went last when she was reporting to Janiyah's room to clean out anything they could find of the home, covers, sheets. And the mother said, "Oh well, I washed my sheets and her sheets and covers. Why?" I believe they pulled out clothes. They went through everything to find out information for this little girl in her whereabouts.
community activists provided these photos of that as he's been helping the family search for weeks now.
It's a victory that we finally have people's attention. So we're still searching for Janiyah.
That public attention is what mcMichaels' grandmother is asking for today as she continues to follow every tip in hopes of finding her granddaughter.
Janiyah is a very outgoing. She lights the room up. She's very just loving, a loving person to be around. Like I said, it's been too long. The not knowing is the worst.
The Gary Police Department confirmed it's continuing to work with the FBI in searching for mcMichael, but they're urging the community to report possible tips to them rather than posting rumors on social media.
There has been a slew of bad information that's been going around that could possibly hurt or hinder this case.
Loved ones now just praying for mcMichael to come home.
If Janiyah is listening, just know that your Nana loves you. Your family loves you. You have the whole world looking for you.
Anyone with information that may help this investigation is asked to call the Gary Police Department. You will remain anonymous.
Now, it is said that the grandmother had the children, but everyone was trying to figure out why was Janiyah with her mom at the time, because it's a lot coming out. We're going to look for it. But allegedly, I heard that she didn't upkeep the home and things of that nature. Okay. And the grandmother mostly had the children.
Dalia Guerrero is racked with worry. Her 13-year-old granddaughter, Janiyah mcMichael, has been missing for nearly 2 weeks.
Because the proximity of Gary and Chicago is so close, we don't know if Janiyah is still here in this area or if she has branched out.
Today,
God, I'm asking you, everybody that's here, Lord, keep them safe from harm.
family and friends lead another organized search for the teen with the help of some volunteers.
We want to bring Janiyah home safe, and that's what we want the community to come out and help us bring her home safe.
Dog trainer Lorenzo Longoria and his canine Thor are here too. The 5-year-old Shepherd mix is one of 2 canine search dogs working.
It's a needle in a haystack, especially when there's no cell phone pings, there's no communication through social media.
The family says Janiyah was last seen on the evening of August 11th at the Gary, Indiana home she shares with her mother and siblings. Jasmine mcMichaels says when she got up early the next morning to get the kids up for school, she found the home's front door ajar, the back door unlocked, and her oldest daughter gone.
Just come home, because I know you're watching this. Somebody is going to show you this. Just come home.
Janiyah's mother says some of the teens' clothes are also missing. Today, 7-member teams are being dispatched to 12 areas in both Gary and Maryville. That's where they will do their searches and also pass out flyers. Janiyah's family says she's never done anything like this before. They're asking anyone with information about her whereabouts to call the number on the flyer or the Gary police. And so this afternoon, as concerns continue to grow, those who know and love the teen promise to never give up hope.
Just Janiyah, come home.
Please.
Come home.
We
all miss you. Come home.
Now, I don't know what all transpired and what happened with that. It's not much detailed about it, but a lot of people that live in that area feels like it's very strange for her to get up and leave home because she got into it with her mother. And I find it strange that, baby, you ain't get up and check that girl room when you went and closed the door. Like, I don't, what kind of parent? First of all, my mama used to sit there and be like, hold on, wait a minute. My mama used to go to that room and we wasn't in that room in that bed. Oh, you better have your phone charged because now I'm finna contact you. Where are you? Why are you out of this house? You know, listen, if you black, y'all know. I always been told ain't nothing out there in the streets but trouble and legs. She used to tell me, I was like, oh, I'm going to the store. Oh, no, you're not. It's like 12 o'clock. It's a lot going on outside. My mom used to warn me all the time, and my auntie, after 12, by nightfall, don't be outside. She ain't lying. They ain't never lied. Yeah, and I'm sorry. I hope let me tell you something. The best way to help with your healing, go to counseling, babe. Listen, this is a side note, this to Emma, y'all, but I'm in therapy, and I'm going to be honest, I had some things that happened to me, and this is why I'm covering this story so much. I've never told anyone my business on here. I might do a story time of how I was affected growing up. But why I got some things happen, that's a whole nother situation, but I'm in therapy for it. Trust me, therapy is the way to go. They're going to help you figure out, because I know you have a lining with trust, because I've had it. So they're going to help you with your trust and learn how to find things and red flags. So try them out. Trust me, I know. I just started my therapy session 2 weeks ago, and I have been feeling lighter and better. I've been told, pray to God about it, leave it there. Yeah, you can pray to God about it and leave it there, but you still have residue that you need to get off to better heal. And as a Black community, I don't care, healing your inner child, whatever, if you're still healing on it and going outside, please, it's okay to go to therapy to get the rest of that residue so you can learn how to cope through and guide through those things as well. It's not bad, because what's going on now, it's a lot to deal with child trauma. Okay, hold on. What's this video, y'all? This better be something. This better not be no clickbait. Okay, there's people saying that she might be lost in traffic. Now, we're going to get into about the trafficking of how people feel like Janiyah. We do need to stop protecting grown women. And it's grown women, too, that's doing it, too. We got to stop protecting them. We do. Let me go to it, y'all. Let me go to it. This is that now. I was sitting online. That's why I said, oh, I don't know if this is true information. Let me go to this page called Missing a Lost in Traffic. Okay? They talked about this 6 months ago. Wow, y'all. I'm on this website. We're going to look together. Okay, we got it. We're going to look together because, Jesus, you're welcome. You are so welcome. I'm going to do a story time and share my story, but I'm gonna wait. I'm going to go by with my therapist first and see. But I do want to share my story. This is another music, my bad. She was lured, lost and unsolved. This is a girl this happened recently in Arlington. A 14-year-old girl. This is where I'm at. London Stanley, last seen January 9th, 2025. If you guys are in the Texas area or anywhere, Arizona, Louisiana, Alabama, California, if y'all see this little girl, please, please, please report it to this Facebook page. It is called Missing Lost in Traffic, okay? If y'all see London or know any information, please put it out there. It's a 50-state alert. I am here in Arlington. And I think that night my thing went off. I just didn't pay attention to it. I was like, oh my God, I need the kids alone. And it's true. Please, you guys, if you know anything, see anything, contact Arlington Police Department. If you see this little girl wandering around and you don't know, contact, it does happen in the church. Contact Arlington Police Department. Get on Facebook, say when you seen her, contact, I think her mom has a contact number. Contact London's mom. Okay? She's been missing since January 5th. She is from Arlington, Texas. Please contact. All right, so we're going to go further down. So there's this video about, I don't know if this Janiyah's mom, but they say Janiyah's mom was spoken out, okay? So we're going to listen to it.
Good evening, and good evening once again. Hi, come on over here. My name is Pebbles, founder of Missing, Lost, and Traffic, founder of Lured, Lost, and Unsolved. I thank you so very much for taking time out. I have my niece with me to join this live stream today. Thank you so very much. So just letting you know, I do have my niece with me, and she is being a big baby right now. So, yeah.
Now, Miss Pebbles is the founder. She went live of the page I'm talking about. I'm going to go follow them myself. And she, I believe, is interviewing the mother. So once this live ends, I'm going to update my thing up top and edit it, and I'm going to update my thumbnail while we listen to it, and we're going to react to it together. This is my first time seeing it. I will be positive. This is for educational purposes only. Hold on. I want to play these because YouTube be tripping. YouTube be tripping because the last time I shared something, they got me. Let me go on here. I want to make sure I'm reading it right, y'all. Okay, give me a minute. I need to have it on my phone next time. So this is for educational purposes only, okay? For educational use, okay? This is for educational use, for research and teaching, because we're doing research and teaching. Hold on, let me make sure I got the code. This is fair quality for fair use. YouTube. Quality of fair use code of conduct. I don't know. They don't say the code, but it's for educational purposes, man. And we're going to talk about it because we're going to help these babies get home.
Yeah, there's a baby with me. All right, so thank you for joining this live stream today. I am continuing the conversation this evening with Jasmine and mcMichael, the mother of Janiyah mcMichael Rogers. Janiyah is 13 years of age. In a few months, she will be turning 14 years of age in just a few months. Come here. Kim, okay. Hold on, y'all. I told you I was tending to somebody. Come on, you going with grandma? Come on.
Oh, she is grandma. That's so sweet.
No, grandma.
Shout out to the good grandmas out there in the world, and the good mamas, and the good granddaddies, and daddies, the good villagers out there. Shout out to y'all.
Come on. All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back. I had my niece with me, so all right. So yes, Janiyah will be turning 14 years of age. As I stated on April 28th, she was last seen reportedly 7 months ago. Last seen by family members outside of her home, who do not reside in her home, or with the mcMichaels. Her mother reported her missing on August 12th, and it has been reported that she realized her daughter was not at home on August 11th. She is coming back to join the discussion right now, and I'm adding the stream.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm glad I can hear you. First try. Great. This is wonderful. So I'm glad that you're here. I want to kind of pick up where we were left off at. Where we left off at, I believe you were saying on April 28th, you were celebrating your daughter's birthday, or your daughter had the day before gone over, is it Olivia's home? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And if you could tell us just Olivia's connection real quick to Janiyah, just so we know.
Okay, so Olivia Ryan and I have been quote unquote sisters. Since elementary school. We did grow up together. This is someone who I trusted wholeheartedly with my children. This is someone whose my kids have spent the night at her house. Her kids have spent the night at my house. We birthday parties, everything together.
Okay.
So I did celebrate my daughter and Kiara's birthday with Kiara on a cruise. But again, that was the day of the cruise. I gave Olivia Ryan through time. I sent her money for all of my children plus her children to celebrate my daughter's birthday while I celebrated with my girlfriend.
Okay.
That morning, I took my daughter, her gift, balloons. I took her all of that. From my understanding, it was all okay. You know, that wasn't a problem. Olivia and her family, they were more than willing to take her out for her birthday.
Okay.
I was told that they were going to take her out to like an arcade place. Come to find out, that's not what happened. The money that I sent her, no, that's not what was done. Janiyah's stepfather, who was there for her since birth, ended up taking her and her siblings to Dave & Buster's for her birthday. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had an emergency, so I'm out of breath.
Okay.
But they did take her out. Her father took her. Her stepfather took her out with the siblings to celebrate.
Mr. Compton, you're talking about Mr. Compton?
Yes, Darnell Compton, who you may know him as May May.
Yeah.
He did take them out for Janiyah's birthday. I received a call that Dave & Buster's, some type of machine was on fire, so they had to end the celebration. Fast forward, when Janiyah did finally come out and tell us, hey, because I had a conversation with Janiyah, just me and her, and I was letting her know because I had seen some changes in my child. And I'm like, you know, if something's going on, if you're my thing was, I thought she was sexually active willingly. If you're sexually active, talk to me.
So my question is, I'm not sure how we're going to get into it in this interview, but you went on a cruise, and I want to know, did she say who? Right. Janiyah now. But what I'm trying to think is the mother, Janiyah's mother went on a cruise. So I wonder who did something to her. Now, if you watch, oh man, I'm gonna have to get and put her link of her channel, YouTube channel. Shout out to her. She was covering this. She was saying how something just wasn't right about it. And it could have been somebody in the family. It is a sad situation. It could have been somebody in the family that impregnated her, which I believe. But we gonna keep watching this and see if everything come together, y'all.
You on the right things to take you to where you need to be. No, I'm not sexually active. Janiyah, you can tell me what's no trouble
Mama
behind.
talked to her. I command her, but I just feel like we're getting some missing pieces somewhere. Well, we're gonna get more into it. We're gonna get more into it. Let's let her keep talking to see what she says.
Behind it. You won't be on punishment. You're a teenager. You're a preteen. Let me know. She cried and said it was Jay Sean. Jay Sean is my sister Unique's boyfriend. Well, he's not the boyfriend anymore, but the father of her child.
Okay.
She said he touched me. So then I asked her to go into the detail. The detail she gave me was just crazy.
Okay.
She was penetrated. Okay. It was on.
You didn't go to Deshaun on the police station. Get Deshaun that you was going to have Deshaun mama something to do. Couldn't be me. But let's go ahead.
More than one occasion. It started happening after my father passed away. It started happening at the home of my mom. She went to tell me that whenever my sister and
ain't no way on God's green earth. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Let me tell you something. I would, like I said before, and I said it, I would set this world on fire. Couldn't nobody stop me. I don't care if you do anything to stop me. I'm gonna come back and hunt you too. I don't care. I don't play about.
Her boyfriend got into an argument. He took it out on her.
Okay.
Deja was not home. Deja was with her quote unquote wannabe godmother, Jasmine Sneed, in Tennessee for the summer.
I know
they asked for her for the summer, so I allowed her to go for the summer. A new environment. It's the summertime. Go ahead. When Deja came home, Deja actually came home the same day that that same night that Janiyah revealed the rape to us.
And so if we can just back up, I just want to make sure everybody understand the order in which this is occurring. Did this allegedly occur on Janiyah's birthday or right around around her birthday?
No. It was, the rape started before her birthday. My father passed October 5th.
Okay.
2 years ago.
Okay.
And that's when I let Janiyah stay with my mom because that's her first grandchild. This is her favorite grandchild. Mm-hmm. This is the grandchild who I would say was on a pedestal opposed to the other children. Mm-hmm. So cool. She can go over there and agree with you and help you through your process.
Okay.
That's when everything started happening. She said that when my mom would go visit my brother, which at the time he was in Wisconsin in prison, and not all of them went because I believe because of COVID, it was only allowed 2 people at a time. So the only 2 people who went was Unique and my mom. Janiyah stayed back at my mom's house, and Jay Sean was there watching his son, which is Jay Sean Jr.
Okay.
That's when the rape started. Then Janiyah went into detail to saying that he was doing it whenever him and Unique were.
Let me ask y'all something. We're getting further into it. What do y'all think? I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know. We're going to get deeper into our interview, but what y'all think, y'all?
Mad at each other. He had a Unique, he would take it out on her.
Okay.
So when she told me this, I instantly, again, let me go back. It was just me and Janiyah having this conversation.
Okay.
When she revealed this to me, I called Kiara Bates, which is my girlfriend. I called her downstairs to inform her on what was being said. And I didn't know how to process this because of the fact I've never been in this situation. So one of my children was telling me that they're being touched.
Okay.
So I just wanted to let her know and her mom know and ask them, what steps do I take? What am I supposed to do with this information that I was just handed? I knew call the police.
Mm-hmm.
I was told, call the police. So when I called the police, it was an African American police officer who came to, at the time we were living with Kiara's mom.
Mm-hmm.
The police officer came to Yolanda's house, and I gave him Jay Sean's name. I gave him the report, and he stated to me, do you know his birthday? Do you know the address? No, I don't know, but I know first, middle, and last name.
She should have spoke up earlier. Let me tell you something. You supposed to know everything. You supposed to know everything. First of all, I would have asked everything needed to be asked, because ain't no way. I want to know your name, your mama name. I don't care. If you supposed to be with, I guess she say her sister, her friend, I want to know everything about you.
Okay.
He types it in the system, and he goes on to tell me, oh, well, you know, this is not the first allegation against Jay Sean about this exact same situation.
Mm-hmm.
I made my report. Come to find out, he was also doing this to his other nieces, which are his brother Corey's daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Not just one of his daughters, but 3 of his daughters.
Okay.
That he shares with one woman who lives in Indianapolis. Okay. So they're telling me how my girls, Janiyah at the time was telling me how they would have conversations, that all the nieces would have conversations about what was going on. They were telling me about how he would have a movie night with just the girls in his bed and the boys on the floor. Mm-hmm. And that Olivia was saying, well, why?
Excuse me? Have who? I was very smart when I hit 13, very. So I would have told him hell to the no. Excuse my French. No, no.
The girls having movie night in the bed and what's going on. Oh, well, these are the ones who are being good, is what Jay Sean said. Mm-hmm. So then Deja comes home later on that night. Jasmine Sneed and Thomas Sneed dropped her off to Miss Yolanda's house.
Okay.
Deja had no idea that Janiyah had came out and said this, but I did pull her to the side in the kitchen, and I asked her, I said, so has anybody ever touched you in the spots that you're not supposed to be touched? She hesitated. Mm-hmm. And then she said no. So I'm like, listen, we're here to protect you, and I will listen to anything you have to say, and actions will be taken. Has anything happened to you? She started crying. She said, Mom, Jay Sean did X, Y, and Z. I won't go into detail.
Yeah, you don't have.
But he did not penetrate Deja as to where Janiyah was penetrated. So you know what I did? I called the police again to make another police report, because this is a whole nother child. So
is there any way you can? Could you?
You should have called before then the same day. I don't care. You should have called and got everything set up, because ain't no way.
Just off the record, like show any kind of.
Yeah, they did. And I think the mama was trying to save face. No, you should have, baby. And if, like they say, if Gary, Indiana didn't do anything about it, baby, I would have taken it to a matter of my own hands and called CPS or something out there about it.
The police reports you filed in the past against him, like.
Let me tell you this. I never went up there to get the actual paper police report. But I am willing to go up there to get the police report, so I can send you proof that.
Now, why she didn't get the police report? Don't worry about it, y'all. After this, we still got some time. I'm going to see if I can find out how you can find it on Gary, Indiana, because there is support documents, and we're going to look.
That I did make this report.
Okay.
After I made this report, I was told by police officers to take my children to St. John in Dyer, because I guess this is something that they specialize in. Appointments are quickly.
Right.
Crown Point or Dyer, St. John, but that's the hospital, and I can go get those records as well.
Okay.
So I made my way there. I took my girls there. They were examined. It was told to me by the examiners that my girls were, Janiyah was raped, and what Deja is saying is true. That's when.
So her other daughter was there as well. And now we're going to let it play because I want to know how we get into the pregnancy part.
CPS got involved again.
Okay, first, hold on. Remember what I told y'all with the trophy wife, that CPS was supposed to be involved that day when she took her kids to the hospital, and they were not. That's supposed to, when you do things, when you have a case like that, CPS get involved first. They come to the hospital, they call them out to the hospital, it's immediate investigation. Remember with trophy wife, there was no CPS supposedly. But this is how we know this is true, because CPS is involved. So let's continue.
And they had their own interview with CPS. When we were at the CPS building, the CPS.
But it still don't mean something ain't right with that mom.
Workers told me, your girls are very brave. The stories that.
Emma, if this is triggering you, you got the right to leave out of the video for right now. You want to watch a replay later, you can.
They have given have been consistent. There's no inconsistency. It's been same details since day one. That's when they gave me a detective's name, a detective's number. Me and the detective were in contact. The detective met me at the special victims unit in Crown Point.
Yeah.
Because one of Kiara's family members did take me down there to take the girls. We were there for hours. They were interviewed on camera, and all examinations were done. They also told me my girls have been through this, and they are brave for speaking out. What didn't go all the way was the fact that the detective needed me to go down to the station. Again, at the time, I did not have a car. I was working assistant manager on call. So I had no way to get there. And I had nobody to keep the other children.
Everybody would have packed up in the Uber. Everybody would have packed up on the bus. Everybody would have been on something, a horse, carriage, somebody back, called something, a co-worker, something.
And while I went there, me and that detective played phone tag for a very long time, up until I got no response.
Okay.
So it was like that was just there.
Okay.
Then Darnell Compton, Maymane, I allowed the 6 kids that we have together to go with him on visits every weekend, every other weekend. I have a letter that he was supposed to write, but he had his sister write, stating that, hey, I have these kids from this date to this date. I'm responsible for anything that happens to them. Well,
hey, how you doing? Girl, I was just thinking about your YouTube channel, because I was like, you had some information on this too. Girl, this is a mess. I want to know why at one point did she not sit here? Yeah, that's the mother doing the interview with Missing or Lost in Traffic on Facebook with the person that owned the page.
Unbeknownst to me, he allowed my mom to see them. Me and my mom weren't speaking at the time, because when okay, so let me go back.
No.
After I made those police reports, I called my mom.
She did the interview. I'm not sure when she did this interview, but I believe she did this interview in November. Now, the mother is saying that a friend that's like a sister of hers, had watched the children for her while she went on a cruise. And that's when Janiyah and I believe her other daughter Deja was saying that her boyfriend was touching on them. The boys would lay on the floor, but the girls would lay in the bed with him. And yeah, we need to break this. We do.
Okay.
And I'm like, this is what happened. This is what Janiyah told me. She was on speakerphone. I was sitting with Janiyah. I was sitting with Kiara. And the first thing my mom said was, oh, get her a lie detector test. She's not telling the truth. Which kind of rubbed me the wrong way because my mom is a rape victim.
Okay.
Which is the family dynamics.
Why would the grandma? Now grandma, you need your butt whooped too. Cause why would you say that? See what I'm saying? I believe these grandmas out here being sugar mamas. All right, we'll continue.
The family past is a little weird, dysfunctional, all of that. I didn't come from the best. My mom was molested by her stepfather, and the crazy thing is, that same father that she was molested by is my godfather.
Lord Jesus.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that was swept under the rug. There was no reports made. Her mom didn't make her, it was none of the right.
This another generation thing, y'all. I want y'all to pay attention to it. The mama had issues. I believe the mother had this. Lord Jesus.
Right things done. So that was swept under the rug, and he became my godfather, not only my step grandfather, but my godfather.
Oh, wow.
And I feel like she was trying to sweep what happened to my daughter under the rug. Years prior, I was a rape victim at a birthday of one of my friends who was like a cousin to the family. My mom.
So if she said that's her stepfather, godfather, yeah, I think that's what her husband, somebody. Lord have mercy, this is too much.
Didn't believe it. That was swept under the rug. So I tried to break the cycle. So when my daughter told me it, I tried to take the right steps necessary to get the help for her. When she told me that she didn't leave it, I was just like, whoa, it happened to you. How do you not believe this? When I called my sister Unique after I got off the phone with my mom, her first thing was, where you at? I'm on my way. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of Janiyah.
What?
Oh, really?
This is my child. Who are you gonna come beat the fuck out of? If you're pulling up,
what the hell did she just say? See what I'm saying? That would have been a moment I would have been in jail for attempted. You gonna do what? To what? Because of your man can't control himself and his emotions? Because your man don't want to get no help and feel like touching on little girls is a chore? Oh, no.
You're pulling up for me and not her, because I'm going to defend her in any way possible. She never pulled up. We argued for weeks and weeks and weeks. And again, when I talked to the detective and I couldn't get down there to make the statement on camera, it phone tag until he no longer answered. Me and my sister and my mom stopped talking. Like I said, I did allow Dad to get the kids for visits on the weekend, but Janiyah was not included with going with them.
Oh, okay. So that's why Janiyah was with her. Okay. Because everybody had questions of that. That is why. Everybody sitting here that was on Let's Keep It Real with MM, y'all go follow her. When she said, everybody said they feel like it's an inside thing, somebody do something, grinding something. Our hunch was right. But let's keep letting Mama talk, because I feel like Mama finna start telling.
On those visits, he allowed my mom to see.
Mhm.
Just said to me, hey, we were at Nana's house and Jay Sean came. Nana made me hide in the bathroom while he was there. I never contacted my mom. I never said, did this happen? I went off of what my child said, and I stopped all connections. Period.
Let it load up. See what I'm saying? Them grandmas, let me tell you. Why is he there? Why is he there? See what I'm saying? Something ain't right. Something in the milk ain't clean. And that fish don't smell like it's ready to fry.
I didn't deal with my family. And it's not because of Kiara. It's not because of Kiara's mom nor her family. It was because of my child told me that you allowed her to be in the same facility as this man who raped her, who molested her, and made her hide in the bathroom. So guess what? No, you cannot see my kids. No, you cannot talk to me.
What month? What do you know? What month? This was 2024, correct? Do you know what month this happened? Where you just had to cut everything off, like you're saying?
I don't remember the exact months, the
Okay.
exact dates. It was about 2 years ago. I can tell you that. Maybe like a year and some months, but it was. I don't remember the dates.
Oh, okay. Where you when you learned this? This was 2 years ago, okay? Because I'm going back to 2024, thinking that maybe this happened within the past.
No, honey. I'm taking you back to the very beginning as to what transpired to all of this.
Okay.
So, they tell me this. I cut my mom and them off. I stopped dealing with family, and I'm just in my own zone, trying to be there for my kids, raise my kids the right way. My mom continued to call. She continued to text. I continue to ignore. I'm standing 10 toes behind the ones that I birthed. And she was not okay with that. She didn't like that. So you know what she started doing? Calling CPS. Non-stop. She called CPS to Kiara's mom's house. Gave descriptions of the car. It was told to police that Kiara was holding me hostage, that I couldn't go out, that my kids couldn't go out. But we were out every day. Every single day. We just didn't deal with my side of the family. To the point where police came. That's how you posted, and Kevin Collins posted.
I can definitely confirm that I have text messages that your children, I mean, we don't have to go into names, have sent out stating that police were there and they were asking, I believe their godmother, god sister, something like that, to come get them. But I do have text messages where they're saying, hey, the police is here. Right. Yeah.
Susie, Naziah's mom is still alive. Lady is still alive. Naziah's mom is still alive. She just has her own demons to fight with what happened to her with the grandmother in the grandmother care. Okay, so she's still alive. She ain't going nowhere, honey. She's still here on the earth, kicking and moving. But I feel like Naziah's mom, Naziah's father is not. Yeah, Naziah's father is the one not alive. But I got a really scary feeling that when it comes to this court, and if that lady find out things she don't want to about her daughter, it's not going to be good. I'm just say that. But right now we on Janiyah mcMichaels. Now this is Janiyah's mom talking. You're welcome. Her mom is talking about what happened. Now, speaking of this, remember they were saying about the CPS and stuff? So it makes sense. Oh, child, we gonna let Mama keep talking, because I feel like Mama. My eyes a little cockeyed to the mama too, to the grandma, to the auntie, all of them. I'm a little cockeyed, like, oh no, Mama. We're gonna keep letting the mama talk, but I'm like, because She's trying to defend herself. We gonna see, child. I don't want her to get to the part about the FBI, why the FBI got involved. I'm curious on that one too.
Yeah. So
I mean, we know why, but I'm more curious.
She made allegations against Kiara. You know, you guys posted my case, and that was from my mom, stemming from my mom.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Susie.
This is when I was here at Kiara's house that my mom made these phone calls. Now, prior to, I was not with Kiara when those allegations were made that my mom and my sister had to feed my children because there was no food in the home. Those pictures that were posted was from the day that I was moving and everything was being moved out. Those pictures were from then, and this was before Kiara. This is when me and Dad decided to separate. The red room, the poop on the floor, that was the prior home. That was when I lost my father. And I went into my depressed mode.
I saw a comment, you know, I'm on it. I have a lot of screenshots. So I do have that. I have the actual screenshot of you saying that you were going through, I gotta find it somewhere, depression at the time, and that's why the house was not looking up to par. It was, you know, it wasn't where it needed to be for the children. But you did state that you had just lost your dad, and you, I believe you did have an encounter with CPS over this, correct? As you're confirming?
Yes. Yeah, and that was the day that we moved out. That was the home when we moved out. That was when things were being moved and family was helping move those things out of the house, unbeknownst to me that they were in the house taking pictures of
I have
us
the pictures.
moving.
Yes, I have pictures,
That was when we were moving out and we decided to let go of everything. That was then, and I was
okay, so she ain't
and I was
my background.
So yes, it falls into deduction because family, me and my this. We talked about everything.
Hold on, it's catching up, y'all. Oh, really? Okay, so we gonna check out Rain of Fire. Y'all go on our YouTube channel. I'm gonna look myself because I'm hearing that somebody said that she was Janiyah was found. I'm not sure. I don't want to spread no misinformation. We're gonna go over there if that's what we're talking about, okay? We gonna see.
On this class was wasn't good for or my choices weren't.
I'm gonna look at it. If I got a little time on here, I'm gonna make this 200 more. We're gonna look at it.
Good enough for my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, I've seen posts that Dad was not okay with the gay relationship. My dad knew exactly who I had my eyes on and told me to go for it. My dad told me to leave my kid's father because of all the things that we were going through for the past 12 years that he was there for, with all the lying and the cheating and bringing people into the home. And it was just a lot. And I finally got the courage to leave.
Okay.
Not because anybody forced me to, not because anybody said, you know, just leave him or anything. I made a vow to my dad before he passed away that I would do better for me and my children. Me doing better for me and my children were leaving my family alone. And on my dad's deathbed, I told him, when you die, I no longer have a mother. Our relationship dies because you were the one to keep us cordial.
Okay.
And when my dad passed away, yes, I did let my daughter go with my mom only because that's my mom. Her and my dad were together.
She wouldn't be helping me go on the news looking for my daughter. I'm not playing nice. I understand that's her mama, but it seemed like she condoned some things too. You not coming with me on here. You not coming on me on here. Yeah. You not coming on this new channel with me.
For 31 years. I knew she was gonna grieve. I knew she was gonna hurt. I was there when my dad died.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was there when my dad died to see the eyes rolling in the back of the head and the heartbeat
Right,
stop.
now
We
you
were
get
in
way
the
too
hospital
detailed,
room.
honey.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay. I talked to my big sister Twyla. Let Janiyah go. So I let my daughter go with my mom because I trusted that she would be safe in the hands of my mother.
Okay.
My mother reverted back to the old mom who raised Jasmine and her siblings.
Mm-hmm.
The drug usage, the alcohol usage, the going out, not just the weekends, but this was an every night thing to the point where I'm getting phone calls. Hey, your mom is in the parking lot, passed out in the car, drunk as fuck, with the car running.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter told me that she was still in school. My daughter told me, hey, I ain't go to sleep till about 4 o'clock in the morning because I'm up waiting on Nana. So I told my mom, like, if you're not going to stop these ways, I have to take my daughter back home.
Mm-hmm.
She promised me that she was going to stop. She didn't stop. She continued. So I brought my daughter back home.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kevin Collins has said that I have bashed my daughter and said that she, I badmouthed my daughter. No, questions were asked and questions were answered. I have to give the right information about who this child is for her to be found.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter was a normal, typical preteen.
Okay.
On top of just losing her grandfather, on top of being raped, on top of not being able to trust the people that she was around.
Okay.
So that's what she was going through. My daughter has told me that she has had many dreams of Jayshawn Bailey coming and kidnapping her, Jayshawn Bailey coming and raping her again, Jayshawn Bailey coming and shooting up the house, Jayshawn Bailey this, that, and all the other.
Mm-hmm.
So again, CPS was called, CPS was involved. No, the right therapy and counseling was not set in place for the children.
Mm-hmm.
But conversation.
That little girl should have had therapy when it first transpired and happened. That's what should have happened. She should have been in therapy right then and there because ain't no way. Hold on, let me make this bigger, y'all. I ain't gonna do what I wanted to do.
You are free to be who you are and talk about what you want to talk
There we
about.
go. Mm-hmm.
So my family, when I came with Kiara, anybody who's in my family or Kiara, well, I wouldn't even say my family because they're gonna lie. But anybody who has been in Kiara's family can tell you that they didn't see my mom. Mm-hmm. They didn't see my sisters pulling up. Nobody was here for me and my kids when we were going through what we were going through.
Okay.
And they have helped us tremendously because of the simple fact I know how to love,
mm-hmm.
but I didn't know how to receive the love. I didn't know how to take the love because I didn't get that. I only received it from my father. So my thing was, my dad always told us that I'm the only man who's ever going to love you. I'm the only man who's ever going to tell you the truth. I held my dad to that, and he was not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with Kiara. I'm with her family. They're showing us every step necessary to get through the healing process of not only grieving the loss of a father and a grandfather, but on how to accept the love that's given.
Right.
How to...
That's important. Yeah.
Yes, how to not betray the people who love you. How to really vent to those who really genuinely from the heart care. I did not get that from my mom. Anytime that I reached out to my mom, I was in the wrong. No matter if my kids were acting out and they were getting in trouble, it was me. It was my fault.
Okay.
Okay. There was a time where my girls, you know, they got into some things at school, and some things were said to as the point where my daughters could have been charged for some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I personally reached out to the police department, the juvenile center, like, hey, let me clear these kids because this is not what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
My daughters they were just saying things, but this is not what's going on.
Okay.
Those charges against those boys, they were dropped.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't speaking with my family. Well, let me say, I wasn't speaking with my family.
Okay.
And my kids were not supposed to be speaking to my family, but they were going behind my back at school using boys' phones or their friends' phones to contact my family. Okay. So let's fast forward to June of last year, at the end of the school year.
Okay.
I got a phone call and said, well, no. Let me pause on that. Let me go a little back.
Well,
Janiyah and Deja were both
I hate to
home.
Can I interject for a moment?
Yes.
Can I interject? I'm sorry. I hate to interject, but in light of just like, it's a lot of confusion now. In light of some new information that I've received, I do need to
She just need to tell what happened that day and move forward. Because you sitting here trying to deflect, ma'am, keep going where you got with the call from the school and keep moving forward.
To go to June is so important because I discussed recently on my platform, and that's how things have gotten really, really tense. Allegations that was posted in Missing Lost. That's the group that I'm a admin for. Missing Lost and Trafficking.
The text messages, correct?
No, I'll tell you, in Missing Lost and Traffic public group from a Bailey, the mother of Jashawn Bailey, and she alleged, I posted the screenshot on the live stream a day ago, her alleging that Kiera's, and we just gotta get this clear because it's very important, stepfather had S.A. Janiyah along with Kiera. I have that word.
That's
for
not
so
true.
what? Okay,
that's
now
not.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Lord Jesus, wait a minute. Excuse me? Deshaun's mother said what now? That Kiera with her, Jesus Christ. Let's continue, y'all. I'm gonna have to speak more on this. I think I'm gonna do it Sunday, tomorrow, because I want to get into her text messages with his mother as well.
Whatsoever.
I have a question.
The only reason why that it was being said that it was Kiera or it was Nathaniel Walker that SA'd my children.
Yes.
That was not true.
Okay.
They were trying to take the heat off of Jashawn Bailey because now their house is being raided. Now police are on them. Now detectives want to know what's going on because these girls are saying this. So they try to flip the script and say, well, no, mom told them to say this. We have recordings of the girls saying that mom told them to lie. Where are those recordings?
Okay.
You, Olivia Ryan, you said you had recordings of my kids. Where are those recordings? You never posted your receipts because there was never none at all. Now, let me tell you this. At any time, my daughter, Deja, still has a voice.
Okay.
And she has voiced it several times as to what Jashawn Bailey did to her. Never as to what Nathaniel Walker or Kiera Bates has done to her, because it was never done from Nathaniel Walker nor Kiera Bates. It was from Jashawn Bailey, but to get the heat off of their back, they tried to put it on them.
All right, can I ask you another important question? This is just about dates, because this is very important. I know Nathaniel Walker joined Kevin Collins last night in a pretty explosive live stream, and he said it's been alleged. I just have to go explain this, why this is important. That anyone who knows Janiyah, friends, teachers, any family members, god sister, it goes on and on. They are all saying that they had not seen your daughter after on June 10th.
Go
It was
ahead
the
and
last
answer
date.
that, girl.
I have to continue.
Yes,
Was the last date that they seen your daughter. And I have had her peers reach out to me on my Facebook page. That's how serious it is, stating, well, we or no one had seen her, like, you know, over the course of the summer. So this is important. He said on that live that I listened to that Janiyah wasn't like missing on June 10th or missing in action, because he went to a birthday party and she was there at that birthday party on June 29th. Is that correct? Yes or no?
That is very correct, because they had a birthday party for Kiara's grandmother, her great grandmother. I'm sorry, her grandmother, who it was her birthday.
Okay.
And we attended a birthday party. Now let me tell you this. We have pictures from that birthday party of all of my children sitting on one bench outside of where the birthday party was. Yes, we do have those pictures.
Okay.
But I want to pause you right there because I need to take you a little back before that, okay?
Do you have pictures? Just so I want everyone believing that
that is Janiyah mcMichaels' mother. She did an interview with Missing. I hope I want to say this right, because I don't want to say it wrong, y'all, because I want y'all to go look on yourself. Let me go and look. Hold on, I got my phone. Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. On Facebook, that's her Facebook page. That's Miss Pearl who owns the page. She reports children and that are missing. So that is who's doing the interview with Janiyah mcMichaels' mother.
She was missing since June 10th, if that's not the case. So can you send pictures of her on with a timestamp of June 29th at least?
Yes, I'm waiting on that picture. Just give me 1 second. Because I have pictures myself, because I had a previous iPhone that was no longer in usage, that when my home was raided, they did take that phone. Because they took all electronic devices, and all the pictures were on there from not only from June 29th, but from July 4th as well, because we were outside in the backyard. But with Kevin Collins, let me go back. Hold on. Let me go back. My family has not seen them because I didn't allow them to.
Okay.
The last day of school, I got a phone call saying, hey, Deja has been suspended from school. You need to come pick her up. She got into a fight. The fight was regarding her and another girl on behalf of Janiyah. Janiyah and this girl that Deja fought were dating the same boy.
Mm-hmm.
And Janiyah's not the fighting type.
Mm-hmm.
So Deja took it into her own hands, and she fought the girl for her sister.
Mm-hmm.
So she was suspended. When I got up to the school, I informed the school that, hey, I'm going to take Janiyah as well, because I don't feel like it's safe for her to be here. Something might transpire in that time frame.
Right.
So as I'm walking out of the school, my mom's boyfriend pulls up.
Oh, wait a minute.
He's there to bring cupcakes for my girls.
Okay.
Because it's the last day of school. He was on speakerphone with my mom.
The last day of school at Gary, or for was it Gary Charter?
Lighthouse.
What school was it?
It was Lighthouse.
Lighthouse. What date was that exactly? The last day of school? 2020.
It was in June, like the beginning of June. I can't remember the exact last date of school, but I mean, if y'all want to Google and get their calendar, you are more than willing.
Okay. Was it before the 10th, June 10th?
It was. It was definitely before June 10th.
Okay.
So he was trying to bring cupcakes, and this is when I found out that they were going behind my back, calling my mom, talking to my mom. My mom's bringing stuff up to the school. She's sending a boyfriend to bring them cupcakes. I told my mom, they're both going. One is suspended, and I'm taking both of them home. No, they can.
Before we finish, I want to give a shout out to Ms. Pearl. She did a good job with this interview. because she was very attentive, catching on to things, making sure we getting what we needed. She did a good job because Shorty is all over the place. I don't know if she's nervous. I don't know what, but she did a good job on this interview.
And I had the cupcakes, take them back. That was the last time I saw my mom's boyfriend and talked to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
You're speaking of June 10th. June
Yes.
10th, June 10th, I was definitely overwhelmed with all of the whole situation, from the whole school, y'all being suspended, me knowing that you are talking to these people you're telling me that they're harming you guys. It was just a whole lot. And then now you guys are acting out. So yes, I went to CPS for help. Can you guys set me up with the right? First, before I went there, me and my mom were texting, me and my cousin were texting. Nobody really wanted to pull up and help.
Okay.
I took my kids to the CPS building. We walked up there.
You can't get their allergies. Take my allergy pill after this. You can't get mad at those kids because they're only doing what you have done by contacting your mother. Even though they harmed them, you were still in contact with them as well as them contacting them. We just go keep it above. So you're giving the okay to those children. That is okay.
Again, I have no car. We walked up to the CPS building on Broadway. I was told that since there's no proof of neglect or anything, we can't open a case for you. So there's not too much that we can do. You know what I did? I walked my butt out that building with my kids, and we came home. And we worked it out. Punishments were put in place for not only Janiyah, but for Deja as well, because of the stunts that were pulled on the last day of school. So all electronic devices you have no access to, no TV, no outside. Unbeknownst to me, I'm an early bird. I go to sleep early. My kids, Janiyah and Deja, I didn't find this out until Janiyah left and Deja started spilling the beans that they were sneaking out at night. So she will go her way.
Wait a minute. What I need like a date, a time frame.
So
right.
the summer of last year, the end of the school year, is when they started sneaking out.
Was it June, July?
About June and July. She didn't give me dates as to where they were sneaking out, but she did say that they were sneaking out all summer. They've met friends around the area that we stay in. They will go hang out at this abandoned school.
And can you tell us which house, whose family, just so everybody knows, what relative house were they at when they were sneaking out and all of this?
They weren't at relative's house when they were sneaking out. They were outside with friends when they were sneaking.
They was at her house. They was with mommy. They was with mommy when they were sneaking out. That's who house.
You know.
At your house. Okay.
Yeah, they were staying with me.
Okay.
But they would sneak out. They would sneak out and go with friends. Janiyah would hang with her friends. Deja would hang with hers, and they would meet back up and come back home.
Okay.
One of my other children did say, and not only told me, but said it to Casey, because Kevin and
my question is, this is when you call the phones. Hey, where are you? What are you doing? Where are you at? Are you home? They don't answer the phone. You sit here and you contact people that you know that they will be houses at, because guaranteed they have friends. Ain't no sneaking out. Where are you? Why are you not home? You're on punishment. Days will be added for more punishment on the summer. Because what?
Interviewed my daughter by herself, and she told him that Janiyah had a cell phone that she had hidden under her mattress, that she would talk to people at night. So they were sneaking out. This all came out when Janiyah left. They were hanging out at all these places. So this is why my family didn't see them prior to, because they never really, once I cut them off, they were not seeing them frequently, as to where when I was with the kid's father, they would see them.
So the summer, I wouldn't want to focus on the summer because we could be talking for years about this. There's a lot going on. So the summer, we're at June. School has ended. June 10th, you were experiencing some things. I have the text messages. You did say that you wanted to give up your kids. You did say in the text messages that you didn't. At first, you said you didn't want your mom to have your kids, and then I think you decided that you did, because I got the other messages. Did want her to have.
Was the messages to where I was like, okay, my mom can take them.
Yes.
Was because DCS said there's no case that can be opened. There's no neglect. There's no abuse. So we can't just open a case for you because your kids are being defiant, is what I was told.
Oh, okay. So that's the reason why.
Like, okay, mom, you know, you keep saying you want to step up. Well, here's your time. If you want to help me with the kids.
Okay.
She didn't do that. She was on the phone with the DCS people stating that she could not take my kids because she couldn't quit her job because she had insurance, she's sickly, and that nobody would pay for her medication.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, cool. I took my kids and I did what I had to do as a mother to talk to my kids to see what was the real problem behind all of the drama that was going on.
Can I ask a question? I'm sorry.
Yes.
All right. It's regarding Kiera, because she was brought up in those text messages, and so I know you said
why I didn't want her to know.
Well, I just, for everybody can follow what's going on. You said over and over,
kind of like broke up at the time, so
right.
to speak. Like
you didn't want them to know where didn't want anyone to know
Kiera to know where my children were going, and I didn't want her to know where I was going, because if we're breaking up, I don't want you to know where I'm at. Don't reach out to me. Don't worry about, because Kiera says these are her kids. You ain't got to worry about your kids. You don't have to worry about me.
Okay.
We're gonna go away. You know, we're going through what we're going through. But it was never because Kiera harmed them. It was never because Kiera touched them. It was based off of me and Kiera's argument and our relationship, because, okay, so the kids were acting out because Dad, Darnell Compton, was making promises to them. I'm gonna come see you for Valentine's Day. I'm gonna come bring you this. I'm gonna come bring you that. I'm gonna get you here and there. And he never showed up for them. So they started to lash out in the home to take it out on me, because they couldn't take it out on him. Kiera was frustrated. I was frustrated. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done, you know?
Okay.
I'm just done with the whole situation. Like, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm just trying to figure out my life, and I need help with my kids. But again, it was never because Kiera did anything to my kids. It was never because Kiera said she didn't want the kids around. Because in all honesty, Kiera was willing to have kids around, and you know, that once when my kids are disciplined, I discipline my kids. I don't allow Kiera nor to discipline my kids. I discipline them.
Okay. So in July, did Janiyah go out of town, or was she pretty much just staying at your house in the month of July of 2024? I want to try to move close to August as possible. July of 2024.
Family got to see Janiyah. I was going against what was being told to me. Leave the family alone. They keep stabbing you in the back multiple times. They keep doing this and they keep doing that to you. So I was just like done. But then I'm just like, okay, Janiyah, you keep wanting to go. You keep wanting to do what you want to do, because let me rewind. Janiyah was coming home with hickeys on her neck. So when I asked her, where did these hickeys come from? She was telling me, oh, nobody did it. I did it to myself. Like, she said she was doing stuff to her own neck that
somebody did something. I remember when we were growing up, it was the arm and the hand. Now we not going like we didn't, because we did, okay? But ain't no darn way your daughter did it to a neck by herself. This is not. Jesus, Lord, have mercy. Hickeys are nothing but trouble, okay? They are to remind you of like your property to somebody. The older I get, the more I understand when people hate hickeys. I get it. But there's no way that little girl sitting here going out. You could have kept digging more deeper into asking questions because that means something is going on.
It was her. So I was just like, okay, you want to go with your aunt? You want to go with your nana? You want to see them? Cool.
So are you saying, because we really want to clear up, did anybody see your children or see at least Janiyah
Kevin
in June and July?
Collins interviewed my neighbors, and my neighbors told him that they seen Janiyah August 11th, that they seen her that morning because all my kids were outside.
Really?
He interviewed the neighbors, and they said they seen her. They were, they seen her playing by the tree with the other kids. Kevin Collins is not releasing a lot of information because Kevin Collins was upset about the fact that I no longer wanted him on the case. I didn't want Kevin Collins on the case because 1, he was coming high off pills. 2, he was drunk as fuck coming to the house. 3, he was very inconsistent with saying he was doing this and doing that at 6 o'clock in the morning. And his security guards are at my house waiting on him so we can go do these searches or so we can do this and we can do that. And he never showed. He was telling the bodyguards, oh, well, I forgot, I didn't, I thought y'all was doing y'all own little thing. We are waiting on you, sir. You just told me this morning at 6 o'clock that you are watching the house. How are you in Illinois if you're supposed to be in Indiana at 6 o'clock in the morning watching this house? So he was also very flirtatious and got shot down. Not only that, he tried to talk to one of Kiara's cousins. She shot him down. So it was just like, you're on this for a whole nother reason. And then now to this day, he is in a relationship with Kiara's cousin, Tia.
What?
So
wait. You're saying that he's in a relationship with your girlfriend's cousin right now?
Yes.
Huh?
Wow.
That is exactly what I'm saying, because the family.
There's too much going on, lady. How can I put this so nicely? She's doing a little too much trauma dumping. We're not looking for how can I say this? We need information on your daughter. You giving us a whole bad story. We're looking for information for where is your daughter? Them other folks, we don't care. Maybe it's a little light to the situation. Here's a question. Where is Janiyah by mcMichaels? That's what we want to know. Why did you wait till August to report your daughter missing? We want answers. We don't want to hear about these folks, baby.
Get together that was held and that I was seen at, yes, I was there. But what everybody in the world forgets, I have 6 other children. This is a holiday. That morning, yes, we were out searching for my daughter. That evening, when the get-together transpired, yes, I was there. I took my children. No, you didn't see me playing baseball as to what was told. No, you didn't see me interacting. You see me sitting on a bench watching my children. You
So
never see me do anything.
Can we go back to, I want to go back. August 11th is so important. It's so important because he said several times that he did not see Janiyah, or not that he did not see Janiyah, of course. He said several times that he spoke to several people and neighbors who stated, I didn't speak to those neighbors personally. I'm just saying what was relayed to me, that they had not seen her or had not seen her all summer.
Okay. So we're gonna move on. Like I said, y'all can go to her Facebook page. She has all the details. Now we have like 10 minutes, and somebody said to go rain of fire. So let me go over here real quick. And I want to see it. Well, let's see. because I just feel like we're not going to get the answers to where this little young lady is. We're just not. I think I'm gonna watch the Ring of Fire myself, and then I'm gonna come back and do one with y'all. Because we almost 2 hours. We're gonna do a part 2 of the Mother's Live because it's very important. And before I go, I'm gonna post that little girl again. Give me one moment. I don't want to go to my page. I want to go to but I'm gonna say this in closing and we'll come back. It's really showing that there are some generation curses when it comes to inappropriate touching of children. And I've said that I feel like with the Roe versus Wade, it has been more showing. You know, a long time ago, it would come out, you knew it, but it wasn't like it is now, very much exposed to things. It's very sad because more and more young girls are getting unalived, groomed by grown men, and grown women are sitting here grooming young men that are young because they feel like they can have that better sense of control, and it's very narcissistic. We'll get more into Janiyah because I feel like the mother isn't telling everything. We're going to get into text messages and everything else. We're going to do a part 2 tomorrow. Please meet me back tonight at 10:30. We are doing a late live Saturday. We're going to talk about Keita Rose. We're going to talk about getting a little more into these civil rights being banned. And there's a lot of things going on. And I want you guys to keep your mental and your peace intact. Pray more. Meditate, do your healing. You know, if you got to get a therapist, get one. There's a lot going on right now in the world, and it's affecting everyone's mental. And I know it's scary right now what's going on. You have missing children. You have it's so much, but I do want us to stay focused and to, even though we feel like our Black children are not being, or minority children are not being cared about, we do need to push the narrative to have them be cared more for. And if we keep coming with these stories and keep coming every time we see it, we keep telling it. I don't care what it is, we tell it. Like I said, we get end of January. I'm going to do more of Black history because now our Black history is being threatened. And also, before you go, if you have seen this little girl here, I don't care where you are. She's from the Arlington, Texas area. She has been missing since January 9th. Please go follow this page, content in the comment section, whatever you can do to help. I thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys if you want to come. You watch the playback. We're going to do a part 2 either later today, or if I find out some information, might be a part 2 today. And then we're going to go live at 10:30. So 10:30, put your kids to bed. Relax, get your snacks, your juice, your Welch's, your wine, whatever it is you like to have, and come back here because we got a lot to key about. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next live. Later.